I want to get into the combination of what we call the process improvement and the tech planning. But before we do so, for the younger entrepreneurs watching the show and for CEOs that are going a million miles a minute and they maybe aren't even thinking about it, George, how do we define process improvement sort of from the CRE8 independent consultant viewpoint? What does that mean?
You bet, Andy. Well, first of all, everything is a process. It's people coming together to make something work for the customer. And it could be anything from accounts payable to marketing to general legal counsel to manufacturing to, delivering something in a truck to, making a latte at the local Starbucks store. Everything's a process, Andy. And what we find is that many organizations haven't even written their processes down. It's pretty amazing. If it's not written down, you can't improve it. But within the process, we find rework, people doing work over again. We find a lack of efficiency. But most importantly, Andy, we find organizations many of them have a need to improve the quality of their service or product. If we can improve the quality of the service or product, efficiency becomes a natural byproduct, and you've got a happy customer.
Yeah, I love it. And like you said, George, it's really smart. Everything is really a process improvement. When you wake up in the morning, you have process improvement for your own life, and then you kind of translate it over to your business. And of course, we have a lot of C-level executives watching the show. We want to get into that a little bit about how C-suites executives and C-suites themselves can really look at tech planning. But before we do, it seems like it's a great combination. So here we are, you're a leading expert in process improvement, but then there's tech stacks and tech planning that needs to happen to sort of effectuate that improvement. So how does that come together in one sweet bow?
Well, first of all, organizations are spending 25 to 35% of their budget on IT. There's a tremendous amount of money going that direction. And quite frankly, a lot of CFOs are saying, I don't see the return on investment that I was promised. And this is where we as independent consultants come in. We're not selling or reselling technology. We are your architects. And we help look at how the processes work today and find out how can we first clean up and improve those processes, then supercharge them with effective automation. This is something that's simply not done for many organizations. They'll lay in the technology, they'll have limited planning, and then they expect results. At the same time, on the process side, you can get to a point where you can clean up a process and look at it like Lean and Six Sigma or effective tools, but they don't focus on the technology. When we put them together, we've got a tremendous tool set for the client, and it's worked for us. We have over 300 clients out there, very happy, and we get paid within 15 days of each invoice. So that speaks well, and we can invite it back a lot and refer it out a lot.